Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be building a two-story house on Sims 4. And this two-story house is for 7 Sims, but you can make it for 8 Sims if you want to. I've never built such a big home, and this home was a very big challenge for me because as you guys can see, the last building video, I built a one-story house, which was very easy and way more detailed than this house. But I am not complaining. I actually like this house a little bit better than the other house. So, as usual, I start off placing my terrain, which is like the dirt and the flooring and all this other stuff. And then I started off like putting the walls and everything. Um, I really didn't have pretty much of an inspiration. I just went off with like what I knew in my head, and most of my inspirations come from like in real life, like houses from what I see every day, basically. So this house, I have not like I've seen houses like this in my like in the places I live, but like not like too similar to this. So I really wanted to build something for a big amount of family since people might have a lot of Sims in their home. So I really wanted to build a house made for specifically a lot of Sims. Um so I was going for a very theme for this house. I really wanted to go for a light theme, but since the house that I made before was lighter, I didn't want to go for another light theme because it would look a little repetitive. So I decided to go for something more, let's say, old slash huge slash dark. I don't know. It's kind of like it looks like kind of like just a family house. I really wanted this family to like be kind of like rich because like there's a lot of like equipment in this house that's like really expensive. So yeah. There are about 5 bedrooms in this house, I'm pretty sure. So there's a baby room, there's a guest room, there is master bedroom, there's another bedroom, and there's another bedroom, so that's 5 bedrooms, right? So I incorporated more dark colors, and I really don't know how to do roofs on The Sims 4. That's why my roof looks a little like shaggy and weird. So don't judge my roof because I don't like it either. Um, I really wanted to go for things a little different than I've used in my other houses. This house wasn't like really like speaking to me a lot, but like I liked it a lot for some reason. I liked it, and I really wanted to post it on the channel, so I continued making this video because I wanted to stop making this video, but I continued making the video of the me building this house, and I really liked it, to be honest. It took kind of like a long time because I was trying to like decide what style I wanted to go for and what I really wanted to do, and then it ended up like starting to look like one of those like like the White House but like different, like something like that. But then I started adding trees and gardening things and all this stuff. And this house does not have a backyard, but you can add a backyard at the back if you want to be honest. But I feel like the house really didn't need a backyard, but that's your opinion if you want to add a backyard. I really wanted this house to be surrounded with a bunch of trees. So I put trees like on the side, and there was a tree in the middle that looked really good. Added about a bunch of flowers, and those flowers really helped the house like look good in my mind. Like I really like the house, and I really because of the flowers that I put, obviously. So yeah, I love the flowers really well, and I just saw this new bunch of bushes and I really love them. I love the colors on the bushes. I hope you guys like it too because I was adding a lot in this house. So I kind of like surrounded this house with a bunch of bushes and trees because I found the ones that I like. So I really wanted to add more of them. So I added a bunch of them, like a bunch. I was so happy to find this. Like it was making my heart feel good. And I actually started liking the house. So yeah. Um as I said, this house is a two-story house and it has an upstairs with the balcony, like yeah, it has a balcony in the front. So it wasn't that hard to really build. Like it wasn't that hard. Like I'm exaggerating it, but it wasn't that hard. So the layout in my head was like weird. Like I really wanted it to look spacious, but also like, you know, like cluttered, a little cluttered, right? So I decided to make it like some room, like some of the kitchen, like it was very, very complicated. I was suffering while being in this. Like I was like, oh my gosh. So I just decided to do a bunch of rooms and see what my mind leads me to or what I think about or something I come up with on the way. So I decided to put a bunch of rooms, place it down. All I knew right then and there was that I really wanted it to be for a lot of Sims, but I didn't know how much Sims I wanted it to be for. My mind was 8 Sims because I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos that showed like house for 8 Sims, house for 10 Sims, all those things. So I really wanted to build a house for a bunch of Sims that lives in one house because I've lived in a house with a bunch of people. So I can relate. So I decided to just like, you know, make it like that. Um so yeah. I deleted some trees cuz the tree was kind of like getting into the house. So I was like, why is this happening? So I deleted the tree. And I started making some rooms upstairs cuz that's how I get my layout out. My layout on the like, flooring and stuff. And there's two bathrooms in this whole house. So I'm wondering how the family is gonna cope doing this. But there's two bathrooms. So yeah. I wanted to add these railings on the stairs, but it was kind of not working. I don't know how to add railings on stairs in this game. So maybe it's because I had a wall. Probably because I had a wall. It's probably because I had a wall, but I don't know. Yeah, so I started adding some lights, and these are my favorite lights in the game, to be honest. I don't know how to use other lights, even in any other game. Like, I play Roblox, and when I play, like, Bloxburg, I use only one light, and I don't know how to use other lights, like the chandelier, the, like, hanging lights. I don't know how to use them. Like, I seriously don't know how to. I should try and experiment with, like, other items, but I am not that good of an experimenter or whatever it's called. I don't have interest in that. I'm so boring. Oh my gosh. So I started adding some wallpapers for the living room and the kitchen, which was like the main spot. So the foyer and the living room and the kitchen were like the main spot basically. Because that's the first places you would see when you got into the house. Um yeah. So I started doing some wallpapers for the other rooms and I made it basic white because I feel like this family, they've been living in the house for like a while, but like, they just like feel like they don't need any improvement to the house. But this is how they made the house look like. I kind of went for like a boring type thing, but like for the upstairs, I really wanted it to be like a boy and room and a girl's room. So I decided to make it like that. Um I started adding some doors and I added doors to every room. I did the same doors. I am so repetitive. Like, it's not even funny. I literally I did the same doors to every room. Isn't that how it's supposed to be in the house? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just so. So this counters I've never used before, so I decided to use it in a dark, really dark color. So I used it and I made space for the stove and the fridge. Yeah. And I made those for the fridge and the. Oh yeah, I also added an island. That's what I'm trying to remember. I added an island, and I think this island I really like because of the stairs, like because of the way the stairs is like blocking like the little corner. So I really liked it, and also that little glitch that The Sims 4 does is so cute. I like the part where like they put the little glass plates and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I added this metal stools at the bench area. And I'm pretty sure it fits like half of the family members on there. So I think they could also like sit on the breakfast place and have breakfast as a cute little family. I had the sinks. Oh yeah, I also used a hanging light in this one. So I was thinking about using new lights. Like I was thinking about it. So I used the new this lights that I saw. I really liked it. And I really wanted it to look old and like I said, not weird, but like old and like not like the other house, like the like a good old, if that makes sense. So I made it like red and black and like browns and like whites, I think. And I added a dining table and I wanted to add a really good big dining table for the family because well, the family is huge, so they gotta have a dining table. One thing I did forget to add was a high chair, but you can swap it out if you're helping the house. You can swap it out to like at that high chair for the baby to sit, or you can switch the room to a toddler room or something. The toddlers still have to use high chairs. So yeah. Um, I added a TV, a good big TV, and I added an old, kind of not old, but like a good couch, kind of. And the living room was not standing out to me as much as the kitchen was, so I didn't really spend time in the living room. But if you would love to spend time in the living room, I mean, go ahead. But I didn't really like the living room. I was really indecisive for the carpet, but then I chose on one, and I don't think it matches, but okay. I don't think it matches, but it's fine. I found some new plants because I scrolled down and I saw all these good looking plants, so I put them in the house, and this is where my plants not really in a session, something where I put plants around the house, like a bunch of them around the house, but it's fine. So, I moved on to the guest room because this is in my. I was thinking that this guest room would be for like the grandma when she came over to like relax or something. That's why I made it blue. So, I made it like a floral type blue, and I really like that bed. For some reason, I don't know why I like it, but I like it because it fits the room. And the room is kind of small, but I don't mind. That's what the grandma would say. So I added a TV for her because the room was kind of small, so I really wanted her to like have her own space to watch TV or something like that. And the room is not really decorated. Like I feel like the grandma would just come to like the house and like decorate the place by herself. So I just added a few plants, the dresser, and a mirror. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, I added a mirror and a picture for the room to look a little more decorative or something. Then I moved on to the baby room and I just downloaded a few baby new like CC items, and this new crib that I saw on Pinterest. I really wanted it, so I took it and I downloaded it into my Sims 4 files. And I told you guys in my last video how I did it, which was the CC cast create a sim like video, and it showed like I explained why how I did download my CC content and stuff like that. So if you want to know, you can go to that video. I'll link it in the eye in the corner. Um. Also, uh, some of the I put like toys and teddy bears in this book area where the mother can read the child to sleep. It was like kind of like not really a beige room, but it was like a really cute room. I like this room, kind of. I like this room. It's okay. It's decent. It's not. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. So this room, I really wanted it to be like a gaming room, like where the kids come in and like do all this cool stuff, or it's sort of like an activities room where they paint, they read, um it's also yeah, they dance, they sing, they whatever they do, they whatever they want to do, to be honest. But I really wanted this room to be like more of an activity room where they can do all the stuff they want. I added this huge lights because they have color on them. So I added the huge lights and some curtains because privacy, the privacy. And this last room downstairs was the bathroom. So I had made it had a bathtub because, obviously there's an infant here. So there has to be a bathtub. And I added a potty place where she can use the potty. I wanted to add this sink, but it wasn't just fitting in my head. I really didn't like it anywhere. Even next to that mirror, I did not like it. I just decided to leave it there. Um, I added some like more clutter items, and the bathroom was a little small for me to decorate because I couldn't see anything, to be honest. So I just added some things outside of the bathroom and all this other stuff. Then I decided to decorate a little bit for the foyer. I added some plants, which is so pretty. I love plants, like literally. I added the plants and the carpet, and I feel like that finished off the room, to be honest. So I headed upstairs. Um, when I went upstairs, I decided to go for first for the girls' room. Yeah, I went for the girls' room. So this girls' room, they have twin girls. So and these girls are like children. So they're like child, I think. I think in Sims 4 they're like the age of a child. So I put their closet. I put a body wall mirror so that it looks like the whole wall is like a mirror, and I added a plant that fits the room. I added a carpet, and I added a little Dex office thing for them to do their homework on. Because in Sims 4 they have homeworks to do, and if you're actually building this house, you will need a workspace for them. I mean, the gaming room could be their workspace, but what's the point? Like, what's the point? So the only thing that's on this table is like a lamp and a book. I'm pretty sure because I really wanted there to be like space for them to like zone out and do their homework. Um, I did more other stuff like add some more clutter item because gotta make the room look like it's lived in. I think I added some more like I added some posters because you know the girls are obviously gonna have their likes and dislikes and stuff like that because they're the same, but they're different because they're twins. They don't have to be the same. So I added this science lab thing outside of the room and a violin, and I started with the master bedroom. So this is the parents' bedroom. So I added a bed, and I added the fanciest bed. Like I was searching for the fanciest bed on here, and I saw it. I was like comfort level all the way up. I was like, okay, this is the right bed for them. So I got that bed, and I think it was about like $1,000 or $2,000. I think four. I don't know. It was kind of expensive. So if you're buying this house, it's gonna be really expensive. Um, I added the closet, and I made it like a long like closet wall kind of. I added paintings, this huge painting, and I feel like this would be the parents, but they were not the parents. They're like probably like the grandparents or something like that. So I added that, and I added some curtains, some red curtains. So this room is kind of like the vibe, but not really the vibe. It's just a bedroom for the parents. Like, what else is there supposed to be? So I added more plants and other stuff. I added this bookcase, and I feel like that bookcase really completed the room for me. Like, it just stood out there, and it looked really, really good. I added this car to show like the dad had interesting cars. That's probably why they have this expensive building house or something like that. I actually found this section for clutter in this category, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been looking for a long time. So I started adding everything I saw there. And probably the next building video I do on Sims 4, I'm probably gonna see this again, and I'm gonna be like, where is it? I'm gonna start looking for it. But don't worry, I'll remember. I think so. Um and I moved on to the older son's room, and I feel like he needed his space because, he's the older son and he's like the only boy in this house except for his dad. So I wanted him to have his own room because he's surrounded by girls, his twin sisters, and his baby sister downstairs, his grandma and his mom. Oh my gosh, that's too much. That's too much. Okay. So I added a piano, tread, like exercising session part thing. I added a boxing thing because I feel like he would be the athletic boy in the family, and he would like really like exercising and stuff. His room is pretty plain. I really moved on from his room, and I went to the bathroom. So this bathroom, I decided to add a shower only because it's only the like the people that can use a shower in this house in the upstairs section. So I added the shower, and I added the toilet, and I added a sink which fit perfectly, like literally so snug over there. I added a mirror, and I added a little clutter. So this bathroom wasn't as filled as the other bathroom because the shower is not so big. So I got the chance to add more things, and I was really happy about that. Um, as you guys can see, I was really happy. So I added more things. I added a plant on top of the little laundry basket thing. I added more plants, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So then I moved on outside to the backyard, which you can make into a little backyard playground area for the kids. But I decided to add more trees and more landscape. So I added a big tree, made it big, I make it big. A way to make the tree big is by adding shift, then like um that button that I'll show you guys on the screen. This button, that's how to add the to make the tree big, or you can make it small with the other button. So I'll just show you guys. Um, yeah, so that's it. If you like this video, please smash the like button and please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video.